World of Warcraft Remix is here, and even though it's a great new player experience and it fixes a lot of the issues with people wanting to invest themselves into World of Warcraft to collect skins, mounts, and other stuff like this, it has a lot of issues that honestly Blizzard should not have had in this event that in some ways kind of ruined the event for a lot of people. And I want to talk about them. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me, and let's get into it. First, what is Pandaria Remix and what is supposed to be? Most or less, it's supposed to be like a new player experience for you to, play World of Warcraft in a more fun way, faster way, for you to get prepared for the next expansion and experiencing an old expansion that people could not experience in this way before. Everyone is in these maps, doing quests, doing dungeons, doing all the raids that you could not do, relevantly at least, beforehand, and now you can with everyone around you. And you also have dragon flying in Pandaria, so it's a way of reliving an old expansion as it was an actual launch. It also fixes a lot of the issues people have with, well, at least I indeed have with collecting skins. Back in the day, well, actually no, even right now, collecting skins for all their expansions is essentially just doing raids and dungeons that get one-shotted by everything because, well, you're max level and the expansion isn't. Therefore, collecting them, it just becomes I'm gonna just run the same dungeon over and over and over again until I get everything I need because the RNG for the items I need is pretty low, right? Which is kind of, well, boring because there's no really mechanics happening. It's just a farm, right? But now, because we can actually queue for the dungeons in scale to us, to the raids as well, you can actually collect the skins in a normal way, in an actual fun way. You can also go to specific vendors and buy the skins off of them by using the currency that we have here called bronze. This will, be awarded to you by just leveling and doing content in this game, in this event, and this will give you, honestly, it's pretty cool, right? Because you can actually play the game and have fun with it and get rewarded for it, right? And I think that is very, very good and a very nice thing that this whole system, this new event fixes, right? And for me, at least, it makes me want to invest myself more into World of Warcraft because I can now actually find, I can actually see myself collecting everything in the game, just waiting for each expansion's, remix to happen. And that way I can just, have fun while collecting the skins and invest myself into the world instead of just farming the same dungeon over and over again and doing the same gameplay over and over again to get everything. So it is a very, very good event in that regard. But it has a lot of issues. And we're going to talk about a few of them. You can see in the Reddit, in WoW's Reddit, a lot of these issues as well. But let's just go through a few of them, right? First, the one that is actually pretty bad is that this is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to level up very, very fast. But it doesn't really feel like it. I've been leveling normally and just doing quests and doing dungeons, which is honestly the main way of leveling in World of Warcraft, and it's just not that fast. It really feels like you're leveling normally. Yeah, sure, you have more powers that you can actually get into your armor, and you're gonna be a bit more powerful, but it doesn't really feel like you're that much powerful either. I have heard as well that it gets way better at the end, but to be honest, I don't think that matters too much. At the end of the day, if you play this Pandaria as a new player or as a veteran player, honestly, and and you're not feeling that you're actually getting powerful and you're actually not feeling rewarded for your time, I'm sorry, but you're probably just gonna quit and just come back later to the next expansion or whenever these problems are fixed. I've also heard there's a lot of issues with scaling, like you feel more powerful and then you get one more level and then you feel insanely underpowered, and that's a very, very horrible experience to have in a game like this. Where, especially in an event like this, when that's one of the biggest points of fun in the whole event, feeling more powerful, getting more abilities that you can use in order to actually have fun and farm and, not feel like you're just doing a chore trying to get the bronze that you need here to get the skins that you want. Another problem, is that, yeah, once you get your cloak to the max level, is the one that you have here that will give you more, there we go, this little cloak here will give you more power and more experience bonus. Once you do this and you get it to max and you go to another character, that character will not have the cloak upgraded to the max. It'll just be literally the same as, well, not literally the same, it will be a bit better, but it's gonna start scaling up and up the more you level. But at that point, there's really not any, there's no advantage to actually having your first level character to the max. It just, there's nothing, like there's no point in doing it in the first place, right? It should be like, oh, I got another ult, I already leveled my first one to the max, and now I'm just blasting and getting, I'm super powerful, and I'm leveling super fast, but that's not the experience that nobody is having, and that is a very big problem, I think. Because like, what's the point of leveling in the first place? If I'm gonna my cloak, if this is the experience I'm gonna get, right? It just feels bad, and I don't know why Blizzard is always so, I don't know, obsessed with making sure that everything is balanced to the maximum and everything's fair. It's like, dude, this is an event on a different server that you can only play with people that are actually playing this event. What is the point in balancing this? I really don't understand. Just make it super powerful. Just make us super powerful that we can just completely blast everything and have fun. Like, it will not have any effect on anyone. And now you probably have made a lot of people that were kind of excited for this event just quit and be like, I guess it wasn't that much fun. And that is a very big problem. That should not be the case for this event. It should be an event that everyone is playing with and everyone's very happy with, just like something like Plunderstorm was. Not the wars. The other thing, oh yeah, there we go. Well, this one, remix leveling doesn't feel so much faster on retail, and gems don't feel OP. We already talked about that one. It is true. You don't feel that much OP, at least at the start. Another thing that is kind of annoying is the Pandaria remix gems are super annoying to use. Another system like the glyph system would have been super nice to use instead. But now what you have to do is you have to like go into one of your little, and say I wanted to put a socket inside of these boots, to use them, and something new I got, and I just like, oh, I want to try it out. Well, you're gonna have to go in here, click here, there and search, well, whatever gem I want to use. Let's say I want to use this one, right? So put it here, boom, apply, and I say I want to change it. Oh well, I'm gonna have to remove it like manually. Open the thing, put it here, or take it away from my equipped items, put it here. Then go into the ability, extract gem, extract it, then click again, get the one that I want, and then put it again. It's just super annoying. It should be way faster than this. It should be way easier to do, and it just isn't, and that's very annoying. It doesn't make me want to like actually change my gems and want to actually try new things. It just makes me want to just try the same ones that I've had, and I know that they're good, just because I don't want to deal with the inventory system. It's super annoying. I'm sure that there's gonna be an add-on that fixes this, but it should have been a thing that was on release. There's no reason why not to have that. Most people, especially new players, are not gonna start downloading a lot of add-ons to play the game, and that is a very big problem in my opinion. Also, one little thing as well, I don't really, the leveling experience, it's just not, I don't know, maybe it's just me not liking questing anymore, but it just seems so updated. Just, hey, keep killing some stuff, and do a dungeon from time to time. Oh, and by the way, the dungeons, especially for DPS, because I'm trying a hunter, because I wanted to try a new build. They're super, in order to get in there, you're gonna have to wait for a long time, and like 6 minutes or whatever. And well, look at that, average wait time 21 minutes? Are you serious? What the fuck? I mean, I'm sure that it'll pop beforehand. 15 minutes? I don't even know. I think it's, I don't even know. How is it possible that we're getting, that this is what's happening on, that this is what's happening on a very, very new event? I guess there's a lot of DPSs. Maybe if I want to tank, I would just instantly get in. But like, look, I want to try a new class, and this is a class that doesn't have a tank spot. I would love doing that, but hey, I guess I'm fucked because I'm playing Hunter. Haha. Like, what the man. That is so annoying. That's so dog shit. But I guess it is what it is. Another problem is the gear upgrade cost. The gear upgrade costs are too much. People have been talking about it a lot in Reddit. Look at this guy. The bronze cost to upgrade gear seems completely absurd to me. I'm currently level 70, having done multiple raids, 20 hours played, and I have a grand of like 32k bronze. That's with a lot of gameplay. Keeping this in mind, the total cost to upgrade all my gear up to one level is 38,000 bronze. So he can't even do one level above his gear with how much playtime he has gotten. And the worst part is that bronze could be instead used to get mounts and skins. That's probably the biggest thing that you want in this event in the first place. Why do you care about the gear that is gonna be what's the word? replaced you anyways when the event ends, right? There's literally no point. So why would I care? And now I'm getting decentivized to upgrade my gear and get better at the game, you know, actually do more damage and help my fellow players, my fellow raiders, because I want to use the bronze in order to get my actual rewards that I want. That should not be the case. I don't know if that we need another currency that is different than bronze, that so we can actually you know, upgrade it with that and not feel like we're missing out on actual rewards, or if they need to make the gear leveling, yeah, upgrading cost way less. I'm not sure which one, but something has to be done because it just feels horrible. It's like, imagine just farming for bronze all this time and then you upgrade your gear and then you lost everything and you can't get anything of any actual rewards that, you know, that you wanted, any mounts, anything, any skins. Like, it just feels bad. I think it just feels horrible. So yeah, not very good. Also, I've been trying to get into raids in normal and whatever. Even like, I've done LFR, of course, but I'm trying to get into normal. I'm getting declined literally all of the time. I know you can make your own group. I get it. And sure, I guess it's probably the way to do it, and I would definitely recommend you to do that if you want to do the raids, because it's very hard to get into invited if you're a DPS. I'm sure if you're a healer or tank, it probably works. But if not, you should definitely make your own group, as you'll not get invited. And you don't really need to know anything. I mean, everyone is like, it's normal, it doesn't really matter too much, and everyone is new, so who cares? You're probably gonna make it anyways. But yeah, definitely do that. Also, another thing, people have been figuring out how to actually farm bronze, as it's very hard to get it right now, and they found a good way of doing it, and it's just farming frogs in Timeless Isle over and over again. They just sit here in Timeless Isle. Sit here, they go to Timeless Isle, they go, I don't know where the actual place is, and they just farm mobs for like hours and hours. Super cool gameplay, guys. Super fun. Oh wow, that's crazy. I'm so happy that we're reliving the Pandaria experience of killing frogs for hours and hours on end, because, well, I guess the scaling is fucked. So in order to actually get a good amount of bronze and actually be able to get our rewards that we want, is to not play the actual game, not play the actual raids or dungeons, but instead to just kill frogs. That is so good. I am so happy that Blizzard, you know, really went in and recreated the Pandaria experience. I think it's super stupid. This is supposed to be a thing that, I wanna, you know, actually re-experience the raids that went like more or less similarly to what they came out as. And of course, no, that is not the case at all. Important update on this one: they fixed the frogs. Now, this doesn't really change that much, because now we're just gonna move to doing another horrible farm instead to get the same thing, the same amount of bronze, and we're still not gonna do raids because they're too bad for that, most likely. So it's still a problem, and they should have done it the other way. Instead of nerfing this, they should also, you know, buffed the other methods. I'm sure they will, honestly, but I just wish, you know, they did it faster. And also, this definitely sucks as well. The people that have been that have been indeed exploiting, you know, the frog thing. Although exploiting, I mean, kind of a little bit, but have an insane amount of power now. As you can see here, people were doing a lot of damage because they farmed this a lot, and this gave them a lot of the cape power. And I don't know exactly how it's called, but essentially you can, you know, imbue your cape, your cloak, with an insane amount of power by farming these frogs in a speed that is not really doable in any other method. And this made it so people would do, you know, essentially 95% of the damage that normal raid would do. Look at this, 2.7 million damage, and the other people were only doing like 260,000. So pretty, yeah. And the thing is that even though this is the case, you can't really get to this amounts of damage. I'm pretty sure they are gonna make it so, you know, they can no longer, they're kind of like in some way, shape, or form capped out the amount of damage they can do by, you know, doing this in the first place. So it probably will get balanced anyways. But yeah, it kind of sucks that this happened in the first place. And, you know, as this person says as well, you know, exploit early, exploit fast, and you know, or get fucked, right? Exploit early, exploit often, or get fucked. And you know, it is kind of true. Like now we're kind of fucked. So yeah, there you go. It is what it is. There you go. The fact that this come out this way is a bit is a bit unacceptable. It's a bit bad. I think it probably will ruin it for a lot of people, their experience, and they might not even try it. So I hope that they fix it very swiftly. And I think it all comes down to one little thing in another post that they put in here as well. Anyone else disappointed that they have taken something fun and deliberately taken the fun from the PTR? At the end of the day, the Panda Remix was a very, very, very good in the PTR. You're very overpowered. You had a lot of cool skills. You level up very fast, and they nerfed everything, right? At the end of the day, that's kind of what happened, right? And it always is this way. I don't know why Blizzard is so like scared of letting the player have fun and actually just feel overpowered for a little bit. This is not like, oh my god, guys, I'm so scared. Blizzard is so scared that, you know, people are gonna be super powerful and they're gonna just kill the raid in the first day for the world first race. Like, no. Like, no one cares because it's just a fun event for people to level up their ults. They should feel powerful. Why wouldn't they? There's no reason to not be overpowered. There's not gonna be any consequence at all. Just let people have fun. Let them you know, level up their characters, prepared for the war within. Tell their friends that this is probably one of the best ways to try WoW as a new player and get players in. Like, there's literally no reason not to do it. It is also very important, even if it gets better later, for you to actually feel powerful from the start and, you know, kind of scale it up. Like, it should not be like, oh, I'm more powerful, and then, oh, I'm not more powerful, and no, I'm more powerful, and then, oh, I'm feeling horrible, and oh, I'm underpowered, and then at level 70 maybe, and actually, I'm pretty sure that that is not the case. You still get very underpowered at level 70. Yeah, like you just end up feeling horrible, right? It should be gradual. Hey, you feel a bit more powerful, a little bit more powerful, and the more you level, the more exponential power you feel, right? And at the end, you're like, oh my god, I'm blasting everything and whatever, right? Otherwise, there's really no point in doing this event in the first place. Like, if you're not gonna do it correctly, and I am, you know, I will say that it is nice that they are trying, and you know, I think they should continue, but, you know, they have to be more careful when do this kind of stuff. And this is definitely that some, you know, people would have predicted, you know, if this was in the PTR, if this was in this state in the PTR, I think people would have, they would have complained a lot about it. So, yeah, not good. I hope, and I'm sure that they'll fix it in the next few days. I'm pretty sure that they talked about a few of these things, getting fixed a little bit at least. So we'll see. But oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of what it is. I hope that it goes fixed fast, so we can actually, well, so I can blast. I don't think I'm going to be playing too much until this thing's, the scaling is better, until the leveling is faster, and until everything is a bit, you know, a bit more fixed and a bit more fun. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you think I'm completely wrong about this. And yeah, see you guys around. Love you all. Bye-bye.